Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. And I have not been following this, right? It seems to be getting a little redundant, but there are some things that are happening. And I do want to talk about what happened this morning. Okay? So let's get into that a little bit. Did y'all realize that this is day 16? Like the Diddy trial is tearing our summer up, right? So the video fight comes to head, then victim, witness Jane. And I think she's in the afternoon, like right about now. I may talk about that now, or I may talk about it on Hot Topics tonight. Text not to be shown, inner city press covers the trial. So there's a lot of conversation before the jury even comes in. The judge is still trying to get the defense together. What about the witness conflicts with the other romantic partners? The prosecution, the AUSA, said the last one was with a colleague, not a girlfriend. And then down here, it's saying this is impeachment material. The judge said these are assaults under Rule 608B. Is that fair? His lawyer is like, we're happy to provide the proffer ex parte. It's difficult to explain the fact. The judge was like, ex parte proffer is irregular. So evidently, Diddy's lawyers still don't know what's going on. So they can't keep Cassie's name out of their mouth. They want to talk about how her demeanor is separate from Diddy on her album cover art, that she worked independently of him. And they want to know, they asked the judge, do you want to know why you want to show the photo? Then they say the AUSA showed the photo. I don't know what that's going to show for real, for real. And then they want to show a witness doing drugs with Cassie and Diddy not liking it. And the AUSA said it's inadmissible. So they still have Cassie on the brain. So now they say right here, we're working on a different instruction before the testimony of Jane. Now that's a pseudonym, right? They're having pseudonym issues. We don't know who Jane is. So if any of you bloggers are in there, if they say Jane, you say Jane, because the feds are watching, okay? The judges said, just hand it up. If you agree, I will read it. Does witness Brianna Bongolian need a Fifth Amendment immunity order? The AUSA said yes. I don't know who that is. Child, they have done all of this and the jury is just now entering, right? So the AUSA was like, okay, first off, we wish to enter some exhibits into evidence before the jury. A search of Two Star Island of HSI found this cell phone. Now, paragraph 14, the exhibits are excerpts of the data. The AUSA goes on to say the data shows Twitter exhibits and text to D-Rock, who says, we in the security room. Owner, what does Shorty say? D-Rock, Cassie is calling studios looking for you. Owner, what did she say on the other thing? Act like I said I'm not fooling with her. Like, it's a lot going on, right? And Diddy, the thing is Diddy's sitting there, he knows everything, in my mind. Owner asks, how is her eye? D-Rock said, I told everyone it was a tussle that broke out in the club. She not tripping. She not telling nobody. I'm about to call you. The judge said, thank you. The government may call the next witness. And the next witness is Frank Piazza. Now, Frank Piazza is someone who does things, manipulates videos. Now they about to talk about the Cassie and Diddy video in the Intercontinental Hotel. So they want to know where he works. He works in legal and audio, and Inner City Press has put a link down there where you can go see that. Have you testified before? He said in mostly criminal matters. He's done some civil and depositions. Have you been qualified as an expert? He said 50 times. So they said he's an expert. Child, and they asked him, baby, they asked him how much does he make hourly? $295. They said dollars. He said yes. So they said you analyze cell phone videos and surveillance videos. That's what he does. Then AUSA said, let me show you. So they pull out Diddy kicking Cassie on the ground, right? That's the video that they're showing. And AUSA was like, what is a frame rate? Piazza says, did he say pizza? He said pizza. Piazza says frame per second. It can cause a video to have more info per second. So I think at this point, they were just trying to make sure the video was not manipulated. And Piazza went on to say in his testimony that it was not manipulated. They found out that the video from the security guard was shot on his iPhone 6, right? 30 frames a second. It was not edited or tampered with. I found. That's what Piazza said. And the AUSA was like, did you reach a conclusion? And Piazza said the video was accurate. Okay. Down here, the video stream was corrupted. This had caused a distortion. The AUSA was like, the whole file or just these small pieces. He said the corruption exists in the video stream. There is a structure called a GOP, a group of pictures that have different frames. They talked about the pixelation. Do you see pixelation? He said, yes. Does it represent manipulation? He said, no. This seems to be a collusion of two issues. Look at the male sitting down. There appears to be a ghost of a person. The motion activity begins to sense that we have motion. Pretty much when Diddy was sitting down and threw that vase at Cassie. So the AUSA asks, is this the compilation? He said, yes. Play the first 30 seconds. What is happening? The man is running down the hallway. He's throwing her down. Then they talk about how he dragged Cassie. What did the man just do? Dragging the woman, holding a bag. What was he holding? It appears to be a cell phone glowing. Let's focus on what happens in the mirror. Play it. What happened? The male had a small object, what appeared to be a vase, and threw it across the room at the woman. So they're bringing this all back up. And this is why it's, to me, is redundant, right? This is why I'm not checking in so much with it. Child, and they got into the bang bang videos. Okay. So the AUSA asked, you find these accurate? He said, yes, this was all the footage I had. The AUSA said, let's turn to the bang bang videos, PX201 to 210. Let me clarify. These are under seal. They were recovered from the Frank Black, that's Diddy's name that he uses, user on a device provided to the U.S. by Miss Ventura. The AUSA said these are enhanced versions of original videos created in 2012, 2014. Mr. Piazza, what were you asked to do with the Bang Bang explicit videos? He said enhance the audio component. We admitted these videos into evidence. No further questions. Now, the AUSAs over there on that side, the United States of America, like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Child, the judge called for a break, and eventually they had come back. So Diddy's lawyers was like, what is your understanding of the source of those surveillance videos? He said the native system. They were exported and transcoded. So then they wanted to know who gave him the surveillance videos. He said the U.S. Attorney's Office. Who gave it to them? He said he did not know. Then they talked about, was it cheap? And he was like, I don't remember saying that. But then they showed something and he had to run that back. This is only for the witness. Judge said, okay. And he was like, so you call it cheap? I don't know when this document was created. That's what the man said. But you thought the system was cheap? Then he finally said, in a way. And then they said, let's play the 10-C103. I'm going to see what else is going on with this, but this is all I got. This is the morning session, right? So let me know what you think about this. I feel like they were trying to make the tapes, fraudulent or whatever, like someone had tampered with them. But they have a specialist here, and the tapes show what they show. Because we actually saw it in real time, and it's everywhere. You can go see it for yourself. How tired are you of this at this point? Do you want to be out of the group chat? Do you still care to know what's going on? Like, do we just want to wait and see what happens to Diddy? Because that's kind of where I am. I'm going to touch on it every once in a while. And shout out to all the creators that are out there. Y'all be careful. And make sure you're not saying things that you should not say. Okay? It's your girl, Millie Chun. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.